Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Now, you'll note I didn't immediately swap over to my face because, first, we have this commercial announcement. Hello, I'm Wilford Brimley, and tonight, I'd like to talk to you about diabetes. The horseshoe mustache has returned. The goatee? That's yesterday's news. The horseshoe is back. Have you missed it? It's been away for a couple of years. But I was tired of looking at my face. So I'm looking at somebody else's face now. It looks a lot like mine, but it has a horseshoe mustache. And does a killer Wilford Brimley impersonation. All right, tomorrow we have the big expansion drop. Today, it's going to be a casual key farm, so that's like 90 to 135 minutes worth of my banality and imbecility. We're going to use the D20 of decision. 1 through 4, etc., etc. The number is a 6. That's human. You know, I play human all the time. Let's go with something else. We're going to skip human. 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, 16 through 20. And it is a 15. That is an Asura. Odd will be female because females are odd. Unless you're a female, in which case males are odd. Even.
Well, I'll get to do my impersonation of the male Asura character now.
1 through 3, 6 through 9, 7 through, 6 through, 1 through 3, 4 through 6, 7 through 9, adding on to the 10s. If we roll a 20 or a 10, we reroll. It is a 13, that is a Revenant. We will be playing a Revenant tonight. And because we're being all random about things, we're going to randomize our appearance. Hold on. Here we go. Pretty awful. The hair in particular is absolutely terrifying. It's so terrifying, I'm going to exercise editorial control. The rest of it, those eyes, they look into your soul. Again, we'll do this mod 3, so if it's evenly divisible by 3, that one. If you don't know mod 3, just look up mathematics, modulo. It is a 6, which is mod 3. Mod 3 again. That's a 9? That is a 9. Not that it matters. A 6 would be the exact same thing. Ferocity. Again, mod 3. It is a 10. We are a member of college statics. And my first invention, mod 3, was a 4. That is the Val A. Golem. And my closest advisor, mod 4, that is a 9, is Bronk. Good old Master Bronk taught me the benefits of superior firepower. He liked to say, when it comes to besting the enemy, there's no such thing as overkill. It's similar to my personal guiding light of overkill is exactly the right amount of kill. And so we will commemorate this moment by coming up with an O name and an Orbis Overkill.
I am Asura.
Urge Overkill.
I personify genius. My ancestors were driven from the heart of the earth, forced to live in this bright, wide
Sister
world.
Havana will peel the paint off your walls.
Of course, we've excelled.
Or as your kids would
We
say,
exceed expectations in everything we do.
Good evening to those who have joined me. Hello.
With Golem and Gate
Note
and
the
Arcane
return
Crystal,
of
we have asserted our supremacy in this
glory,
land
the
and made
dignity.
it our own.
Of being, you know,
We will not move
Wilford
another
Brimley.
inch. Not for dragons, Not for anyone.
Oh, God.
Oh god, I am really so full of myself talking and everything. Let's just move on.
Today, my big accomplishment in this game was buying some gems. So come tomorrow, I can buy the
Get
supply
over here
drop.
and fix this.
My favorite? I imagine some people would just get absolutely sick of it. But I actually
This is what
enjoy
comes
it
from
for
sloppy
low
craftsmanship.
impact gaming also, because I am so familiar with it. I can successfully
This is
blather
just a
through the whole
test
thing.
of our emergency preparedness.
It's pure chaos out
It's
here.
pure chaos.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
What's going on?
Just what it looks like.
my male
These
Asura
golems
voice.
have gone mad.
That's
Zoja
all of my
suspects
male
someone
Asura
tampered with them.
voices.
And by someone, she means the inquest.
Zoja's rarely wrong.
Colors from Chaos.
Don't tell her I said
picture
rarely, by the way.
The
If it is
oil
the
slick
inquest, she's going to
colors
need help.
that you get on top of
Where can I
water,
find
like it
her?
rains and you get the
At the
oil making
malfunctioning
rainbow
gate that's
colors.
spitting out these
That's
deranged
Colors from
golems.
Chaos. Although
She claims she
you
could
could
feel them
also
on the
go
other side of the
with
gate
H.P.
laughing at
Lovecraft's,
us.
Not for
Color
long.
Out of Space.
I'm going
That
to help
works
Zoja
too.
shut down the problem at its source. Thanks for the information.
Don't panic. This is just a temporary setback.
I don't think you do it, but you do enjoy going through it. And the die changes as you go. Well, I've grown to enjoy that even when I'm not doing a key farm, when I'm just leveling up a character. And occasionally I'll get color combinations that I'll go, that just works, actually. And that's always a nifty
Zoja's
thing.
got through the portal. Get in there quickly. She'll need your help.
I'll get in there quickly. She'll need my help.
Look, Snaff's footnote has joined our little party. And she brought
Big
friends.
day tomorrow.
Teo? Oh,
I'll be playing
for a
early.
second there, I thought someone dangerous was behind this.
Some of them come
Oh,
out quite good.
spare
Yeah,
my
it's
tender
always a
feelings.
delightful surprise
true.
when you get
I'm
a
not
really
dangerous.
good combo.
But these golems
It's harder
are.
to do on the
Here,
heavy armor
let them show you
classes like I'll
what
be wearing
dangerous ray
today,
means.
because the heavy armor frequently
Defensive
is going to have a
protocols
lot
online.
of metal parts, and some dies on metals look great, and some dies on metals look terrible. Yes, that's completely understandable, not wanting to get spoilerized. And that's one of the reasons, actually, I'll be starting early,
Activation sequence aborted.
is because if I don't play and stream, I'll watch someone else stream, and I'll get spoilerized. Don't wanna.
Don't mess with the inquest.
Error. Activation sequence aborted.
I have already purchased the gems I'll need to get the supply drop.
Error. Activation sequence aborted.
I'm hopeful
Activation
for
sequence error.
the
You're
weapon
looking a little
choosy
wobbly.
box cosmetic.
Scramble your
I've
brain.
invited
I didn't see anything that immediately looked must have, but I'm hopeful.
Looks
The
like the
mounts,
giftable hunter has arrived.
there were a couple that
Let's
I
take
kind
it
of liked.
down.
I'll have to see them myself. I wasn't overwhelmed with, oh my god, I want all of them. I'm sure I can come up with one I really like, but I wasn't vastly impressed. I did the exact same thing. I bought, and then I looked on the Black Lion.
You're
So I was
looking a
going,
little wobbly,
what?
dear.
Well, where
Did
is
that
it? It's not
scramble
under
your
new.
brainwaves?
And then I double checked in the article, and it says quite clearly there. It'll be available tomorrow. I'm like, no, I know it said today earlier. I know that because I can read.
Is that all
Evidently
you
I
got?
can't read.
I've made sturdier golems in my sleep.
Or perhaps I can read,
Yeah,
but I can't
scratch one
pass
through this
quiz.
Fine. We'll be back. Let's see how you like it when someone kills your masterpiece.
Defensive protocols suspended.
And away we go.
Hey, it's you again. I see you survived with your epidermis intact.
Of course.
Of course. It
It
takes more than a giant rampaging
inquest golem to get the better of me.
Heh, modest too. Well, you've earned a dash of praise, if you ask me.
So I hope the expansion is
Cruise
really,
around
really
the city
good
would
because there's a
kill
lot
for
of
the
other
assistance
games
of an
coming out
inventor
right
with your
about now that
talents.
I'd like to play.
You should ask around. Make yourself invaluable.
The last month has
Not a
been
bad idea.
extremely
Thanks.
busy with stuff I wanted to play.
Very well.
Hey, I have a new mace. Oh, talk with him.
Welcome to Metrica.
Thank you. Thank you, Snoopy. Hopefully, it will live up to the expectations. I must say that the first map in Janther Wilds was better than I expected. I can't say that for the rest of Janther Wilds. Having a hard time hearing you because the game is too loud or my mic is too quiet. I will move the mic closer to my mouth and attempt to speak up. Is it okay for you, Snoopy? I hope it helps. Personally, I think I'm just punishing you because now you can hear my words, and that's just going to lower your IQ.
I knew I'd achieve this.
That seemed faster than usual. Do we have bonus XP for some reason? No, I just have legendary dwarf stance. Kaboom.
Yes, more recognition.
Another level. Ha ha ha.
Error. Code 42. Notifying technician.
Let's see. It'll be hard to find time for the expansion. Been playing a lot of the Legion remix. Yeah, me and New World, me on both. I got my second character to the cap on Legion on the remix. I got my hunter to the cap last night on stream, and I've got my newest character for New World that I brought out up to 40 or 50, I can't remember. 50, I think. But obviously they're now going to be left in the dirt for a while. There's just... October has been a murderous month for me with so many things I wanted to play, and I cannot see November being any easier that way, especially with me having Guild Wars 2 at the start, keeping me busy probably for a solid week, maybe more. Thank you. Also, the new PoE League. Yeah, like I said, basically the October and November has been a murderer's row so far. I believe I wanted to choose my mounts. Let's see. Nice and subtle. We'll go with that one. No. Bird. Yeah, I think bird is the word. Well, as an Asura, of course you're going to want the high-tech vehicle. The Kinski Jackal always is just a winner. The exosuit roller skin for an Asura is an obvious choice. Like him. That thing's horrifying. Let's hope it's more than just a week, although there's an update coming for another game you play. What else? What's the other game? I must know. It's like food. You mentioned another game, I must know. If you're having something to eat, I must know. By default, let's go ahead and go with the Kinski Jackal. One of my favorite skins. Dies very nicely too. Enshrouded, very good choice. I have played some, but as is common for me, sadly, it's one of those games that I play some, and I want to play more, and then I forget about it. I'm supposed to kill these skeeters, I think. Yeah, Enshrouded is a solid game. And it's one I should be playing more of because I've gotten so much into survival stuff in the last, I don't know, maybe 2 years. The survival subgenre has been one that
Do you desire unrivaled power?
has gotten a lot of my attention over the course of the last couple years. I played the living hell out of Dune Awakening.
I have an offer for you.
I also really, really like Nightingale. Sadly, I'm in the minority on that. I'm afraid the game is likely to croak, although they have future-proofed it. My admiration for the devs by making it a game that you can run on run the server
Never capitulate.
on your own server and or on your own system and share with friends. If they've got the game, they can play on your machine, so you can share. Even if the servers go down, you'll still be able to play. Mostly play for the housing. They're disappointed at the path or lack thereof they took with the story. I played for a while. I don't remember how far I got. You know. I don't think I got to a house that wasn't anything other than a half-sunken cube.
I have an offer for you.
All right, heart complete.
Do you agree?
Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? That direction.
Some idiot miscalculated the current indicator settings again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to. Yeah, it's not me. It's you.
I'm 6 feet tall.
I am 6 feet tall. Spark. And accidentally a dragonfly. Oops. It could happen to anyone.
How may I assist you?
Not you. So hard to get good help these days.
We have a problem of epic proportion.
Put that one away. Put that one away. Pardon me while I'm visiting. It's gonna wear off before I can deposit it, probably. Yeah, what, one more?
Abandon our research to you reprobates? To the care of inferior intellects and imaginations?
Another level for me. Doing a lot of leveling lately. Not gonna be doing much leveling tomorrow. Gonna be doing a lot of masteries tomorrow, hopefully. I hope the masteries don't suck. Oh my god, I hope the masteries don't suck. Sword, please. I hadn't even really considered that. I really hope the masteries don't suck. Offhand. There we are. Shing. When I think about how awful the masteries were on, what was it? Not Bavanisos, the map before that. I don't even remember what the hell the masteries were on Bavanisos. Mist-burned barons or whatever it was. That was the worst piece of crap. The mastery there was both undercooked, underdeveloped, and bad. Boring, useless, and bad. Amazing how fast we get over the idea of killing innocent creatures in games when they drop match. Remember the first time you killed a deer? First MMO, you just felt so bad. Then you got the match and stopped caring. It is a game. I already did that, I guess. Oh, I did not grab my temporary golem pet. What on earth was I thinking? Answer, I wasn't. There we are. We'll come over here and we'll res this. And now, disrupt it. Oh, oh. Stupid inquest. Just asking for it. They're just asking for it. It'll be good to get back to murdering Inquest in the expansion. I'll be playing Spongo Smallberries, my most played character, my Asura Guardian. And he'll be happy to be murdering the Inquest again. He's missed murdering the Inquest.
Oh, the shin section's welded to the thigh section, and the thigh section's
you can
welded
go
to
back
the
now.
hip section.
I'd never heard that guy singing the ankle bone connected to the knee bone in the Asura version before. I missed that. Well, that's fine, I guess. It's not like I'm going to be doing a map clear. It's not a full map. It's just the regular vanilla key farm. I'll take a key card. Blue, I think I got, wasn't it? Yeah, it was blue. Alright, yep.
Six feet tall.
Oh, green, looking for blue. Oh, more blue. Okay, got him. Blue, blue, more blue. Excellent, excellent. Fine locations. I approve of this message. Blue, do we have any more blue in a convenient location? Blue. We're blinking. We got it off before the blue left us, which it just did. So instead of going back, we'll just go to the mini ooze projections and we'll poke the oozes. Generally speaking, it is not recommended that you poke the wildlife. It is generally recommended that you encourage your friends to poke the wildlife, however, because that's always good for laughs. Dun, 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 dun. So, I have done all of the game's single-player content with Spongo Smallberries,
I knew
my
I'd
guardian,
achieve this.
who has been in Dragon Hunter ever since the first expansion came out, since Heart of Thorns. He may have briefly dabbled in Firebrand, but it was just a phase he was going through.
I knew I'd achieve this.
You know, he was
Good meeting.
just flame brand curious. And do you know what I am? According to some, I'm a script-brained idiot.
Script-brained idiot!
See? Second best NPC vocalization in the game. Of course, the best NPC voice work in the game is I'm Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus.
Exterminate!
It's a crazed Hylic. There are those who say all Hylic are a little bit crazed. You win, I die. Well, I didn't actually mean to kill him. I've done almost everything but the end of the base game with your Sylvari Necro. Been a Reaper since hot. I have a Sylvari Reaper. He's my second most played character. No, third. Sorry, third. Wish you had all of the specs unlocked on her. You've got the best. I enjoy Harbinger as well. Never been much of a Scourge fan. And of course, because I'm mentally unstable, I have a new character of each class that I need to level up. I think I have 4 or 5 that still need leveling up. Oh, sorry, my bad. Definitely my bad. Don't take it personally. For the new specs.
Exterminate!
No, it's not exterminate. I'm a script-brained idiot. Didn't pick up any. I picked up some of the lush kelp. Come on, script-brained idiot, give it to me.
Script-brained idiot!
I love you too.
6 feet tall!
Art and level. But because I like to live dangerously, oop, we've got butter sign. NPCs dropping butter. I always find it concerning, I have to say. I won't go into any details. But what I will do is I will force, through the power of my mind and the mouse, Harbinger Spear. I've played a little bit of Harbinger Spear. I know it's got a couple of graphics that I really like. But I don't know how good it is. I honestly don't really know how good it is. I've played it a little bit. There we go. Playing the Asura Necro, another excellent choice. Rev with Spear's your second favorite. Yours and Asura. You guys speak as if you only have one of each class. Those are rookie numbers. I was watching when you played Guild Wars 2, getting addicted to it. Your first character just reached 33. Nice. Very nice. Welcome. We had, for so many years, anytime you told a gamer that you played Guild Wars 2, they would say, that game's still around? I thought it was dead. It's just so nice over the last few years to have so many people coming into the game again. This heart is rather slow to complete. If you have any questions, fire away. I mean, not like about me personally, because, you know, that might be embarrassing. But about the game, definitely. About me, take your luck. I'm not that interesting. But now you will receive one of the highlights of most of my key farms that take place here in Metrica Province. I will be doing... You're waiting to buy 2 more character slots. One for key farming when the move strikes, and another Silvari Revenant, so I can go through hot. Go through hot with, I'm getting 3 stars. Evidently, it doesn't like whatever it was you put there. I like it. I have no idea what it thinks, you said.
That's how I do it.
But it would take a lot for me to not approve. So, I will be doing my world-famous Scrit IQ test. All the voices in your head, I totally understand. This is my famous Scrit IQ test roleplay. Are you all ready? Are you buckled up? Okay, shake it out. Here we go. I give you the Scrit IQ test. I will be playing all of the parts. I answer right. You give me treat. Good deal. Do you know what this is called? What? You talking about? This right here. You're looking at it. Floppy ears lies. Nothing is there. This right here is called an air molecule. There's... No! And that concludes today's lesson. Next. What? Very busy. Busy standing. Let's test your intelligence quotient. Say I want to find the square root of 36. Want to find, roots? Dirty sticks. There. Done. How do I know you're not feigning imbecility to invalidate my data? Oh no. You seen my fingers? Think. What was the last place I remember seeing them? Nose? Not there. You truly believe you misplaced your phalanges. Ooh, funny word. Phalanges. Phalanges. Funny. Phalanges. Okay, I see no reason to move on these questions about metaphysics. Let's try again. Yes? Why are you looking at me? Don't have shinies for you. I've got to test your intelligence. Tests? Hate tests. Okay, fine. How many in a dozen? How many what? Guess not. When a red and blue are combined, what color do they make? Don't know. All right then, explain to me what you do know. Just everything you know. Everything. Right. Let's try another one. You look smart. Oh no, no more smarts. When combined, what does molten steel and pyroclastic material become? Food. Yes? No. Okay, this one's easier. At what temperature does rock liquefy? At temperature very, very hot. No, this is stupid. We should just freeze-dry Scrit and sell them to Char as snacks. No! Scrit not cat food! Yeah, wallow in that thought for a while. Why are you here, stinky feet? Go home. Tell me, you pan cretin. What drives the eternal alchemy? Gibberish! Ach! What magical force radiates enigmatic waves? You scare me. You scare me big. Shoot! Okay, an easy one then. How many zigoneutrons fit in a magelectron? Sensing a trend here. I help you. You want to talk? I am here to analyze your cognitive abilities. What? What do you want? I am assessing your capacity for sophisticated communication with other species. No! Hurts my ears. Use littler words. Very well. To what extent are you able to infer my meaning? Ow! Those were smaller words. Last one. What do you want? What? I believe you're masking your true intelligence. I shall expose your deception. Huh? What? Expose? What? I intend to discredit your contrived mendacity through my verbal dexterity. Ouch, my head! Stop the head! Hurdy talk! Your subterfuge of incognizance will erode under my fulgent dupery. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Magnifying Lens with his world-famous Scrit IQ Test Theater. Thank you. Scrit is right. Rock melts at very, very high temps. Well, not only that. One of the other questions has an error in it.
I feel 6 feet tall.
But I can't remember which one it was.
Attack! Yes!
Scrit thief. What the heck was that? Oh, I have different weapons than I was used to.
You smell.
All allies, make for quicker victory.
We do make a good team, don't
The world is great. Yeah, my favorite part of the game is the open world. I love the open world, which is why, for instance, I do a key farm. Or have done key farm for, I don't know, 150 times on stream.
How interesting.
I did it basically every Monday for several years and still do them from time to time.
Got something?
Got something?
You bring me something?
Stuff. We are now up to level 9.
In a study on Skrit intelligence, the Brill Alliance crew needs you.
I've already taken care of the Skrit intelligence test. They all identified perfectly with being Skrit. By the way, if you're not familiar with the lore behind Skrit, Skrit are every bit as dumb as you just saw, but not always. You put a group of Skrit together, suddenly their speech is more intelligent, more articulate. They are able to make complicated machines. Basically, they're like a hive mind that's really goddamn stupid unless they are really close together. So, given where we are, I will now change my default mount to the lovely sky scale, and we're just going to fly around and grab waypoints and vistas and points of interest and any hero points we stumble over until we get to level 10, at which point the first chapter of the storyline pops up, and we'll be kicking that butt. That's how you get a key for the key farm. If you're not familiar with the concept of a key farm, that's all it is. Basically, you create a new character, level them up to 10, do the first chapter of the story for your race and character selections, get a key, open a lockbox, delete the character. Do it once a week. You used to be able to do it as much as you wanted to, but they found too many people were just doing it over and over and over again. They had forgotten they were dealing with MMO players, I think, for a minute, you know? And I'm back up with the hero
It's
point.
me, by the way.
We bonk up against the wall. That's close enough for the POI. Now, the open world, no game has done it as well anywhere close as Guild Wars 2 has. I do want to give a little credit to WoW, as I am a big fan of their world quests, which I think is a nice addition in terms of repeatable content. So that would be an example of something that somebody else has done that I think is similar, at least in sort of basic design. It's a little more focused.
Our crew inside the act.
But that's fine too. Oop. Bounce me. And bounce me again. There we are. I didn't change my glider. I feel shame. I let you all down. I'm just not worthy. And yet you're stuck with me. Well, You know, unless you want to do something as rude as changing to another streamer. I'd cry. Might be worth it just for that. Whoop, and this will be the level, I think. Because this will be our third researcher, or at the third of the scout we've talked to, and there's an achieved for 3 stars.
The agents from the Inquest Outer
There we go. Level complete. Level 10. We get the mail. Time to win us the SNAF prize, and the SNAF prize goes up for grabs. We're going to win that prize because we're smarter. We're more ruthless. And, gosh darn it, people like us. That's an old guy TV reference. More XP.
You brought this on yourself.
The product of a genius mind.
And let us begin the storyline. Chapter 1. The SNAF prize. I didn't remember which one we were doing. We're doing the one with Kozak.
Not a moment too soon.
Paka.
Put your best prize-winning game face on. We're up next.
So far, it's all power couplings and energy matrices. Boring! Our device is clearly the best.
Grab the device and get ready. Kozak will back you up and assist during the demonstration.
Uh-huh. There's our our very old energy detector, or as it's sometimes known, the VOED. And I can tell you, as a very old man, I could use a very old energy
Hello
detector.
again.
God
I was just
damn
admiring
it,
your
I could
entry.
use more energy.
Helping me smash inquest columns not enough for you, eh? I like an ambitious inventor.
Pardon my language.
Thanks, but you haven't seen anything yet.
Poop.
My crew's demonstration is going to blow you and the other judges away.
Just a provocation.
Ambitious and confident. Generally, you statics types are too conservative and deliberate for my taste, but I think you've got a real shot at this year's SNAF prize.
We're up, apprentice. If you can tear yourself away from the founder of this event, the other judges are waiting. We got a presentation to make.
Like Paka's,
Better get moving. On behalf of the judges
pants
panel,
wear.
and in memory of my beloved mentor Snaf, we're standing by to be blown away.
Getting a lot of
Good
crafting
luck.
materials. We don't know what to do with them. Aha! Ha ha! Boy, do I have the simplest answer ever. You see this button here? This little button that looks like a cube with a down arrow? You click on that, and it deposits all of them in your crafting bank. No matter where you are. Whoop! Straight into your crafting bank. Now, your crafting bank can hold 250 of every single thing in the game that's a crafting element. Above that, you can also expand it. My currently has 1,250. That button right there. It's one of those things that they should tell everyone. As it's an enormous game changer. Yeah. Wait, what the fuck is exactly the correct response?
Keep dreaming, dimwit. Today is not your day. In fact, you'll never win.
Yep.
Well,
that's the probably the single best practical piece of information I can give to a new player.
It is my pleasure to present my crew's SNAF prize entry, the very old energy detector, or VOED. It locates ancient and/or powerful magic.
You got XP.
Be it manufactured
another
or
thing,
naturally
since you're
occurring.
leveling up.
If it exists
I'll show you
and it's
as
got
soon as
magical
Paka's
oomph,
done talking
the
here
VOED
with,
will find it.
I can't remember which.
That certainly
Flash.
sounds impressive, but ideas alone will not win
The
you the
adventure
SNAF
guide
prize.
gives
You'll need to demonstrate
enormous
your
amounts of
device for us.
Experience.
Of course, Counselor.
For following
Just
through.
give me a moment with the VOED, and I'll locate the most mind-blowing magical item in the immediate vicinity.
I will show you. If you open up the hero tab, if necessary, you might be down here in like the equipment. You want to go back up by hitting the arrow till you just have this list. Pardon me. You want to go down here to Achievements, which has the ArenaNet logo. Right here, just a couple things down, is the Character Adventure Guide. You start at Chapter 1. It's a list of things that you can do that will give you XP. When you finish out each of the tiers, you get a huge bonus. So for instance, here, I have 12 out of the 14 required to finish it. There's 4 left. So there's a total of 16 things you can do. When you get 14 done, you get a big bunch of XP, and it unlocks the next volume, and it awards you XP for any you've already finished in volume 2. So what you can see is you can go get this 14th thing done, accept it, and you can go up 3 or 4 levels in one shot. Yours would be that you don't have to stop to loot enemies. That's true. You can click as you move past them. Even better than that, when you have a character reach level 80, you can get the masteries. I can't even look at the masteries because I'm too low level. There's a mastery for Tyria that enables auto loot. So when you have that, you don't have to loot at all. Everything immediately gets sucked right into your inventory. All right, what are we doing? I have to use the Voed. Where's the Voed? What do I have? Oh, buttons. Yeah, but until you get the mastery, that comes in handy. You're absolutely
There's
right.
a signal coming from over there.
Very useful. The mastery does require having a character at the cap and then spending a not insignificant amount of time. Not a huge amount by any means.
Some kind of oblate ovoid. An egg.
An egg.
And when you do loot something, it will loot everything in the area if you have to manually loot.
But it is a very old, very powerful egg.
I'm not impressed. Show us something else.
We're gonna get Shriexy.
Behold, from nothing, we bring forth this.
I'll explain how the specializations work.
She's
I
so
sure
scaly
can.
and cute. I shall love her forever, and I shall name her Shriexy. Let's go, Shriexy. On to the next relic.
So, you are probably... That doesn't open up for me until 10. But what you'll have is you'll get hero points, and you can expend them in 5 lines of stuff that will unlock skills, and then it will also unlock a series, the specialization lines here. The first one comes up in level 21. You will have already unlocked that. So, while one thing you can do, the stuff here in this tab, the hero tab, that unlocks skills. This one unlocks a specialization line that will buff specific skills. And there are 5 lines in each profession. This one unlocks at 21, 45, and 71. In 71, however, this one that unlocks down here, once you get to level 80, you get access to elite specializations. Things like, so my main is a Guardian. The first one was Dragon Hunter. The second one was Firebrand. The third one was Willbender. And the fourth one that is coming out tomorrow is Luminary. And initially, skip that. So what you'll have to do then is, if you want access to the skills for that elite specialization, that specialization line will have to be here in the bottom row. And you can only have one elite specialization. So you spend hero points for 2 things. One is to unlock additional skills by advancing around the wheel. The other thing you do is to advance options in the specialization line. So, for instance, one of the specializations in Guardian, I don't remember which, one of the points in the specialization line reduces the cooldown on greatsword skills by 20%. That's the kind of thing. These are used to sort of tune and narrow the focus on your character. So, you might choose one line if you're interested in healing and buffing, and another line if you want to use a specific weapon. Or this line maybe just gives you a whole lot of, condition damage, stuff like that. Basically, the specializations, combined with your choices for skills, determine sort of the focus of your character. What things they're going to do better than default. I hope that was helpful. That was pretty broad, but I don't have access to the display, so I can't give you much more information.
We're getting another signal.
Once I hit level 10, I'll be able to, or 10 or 11, I'll be able to, show you a little bit more detail.
Is that a head? I'm not used to looking for...
I always wanted to get ahead in life. But who knew that our Voed was going to get us all a little head?
Is that all you've got? The head of a statue?
This just might be a priceless artifact of an ancient culture.
It looks human to me, and therefore worthless. Bring me something extraordinary.
Okay, he doesn't really like any of our Voed findings.
That way.
That looks expensive.
So basically, when people talk about Guild Wars 2 sort of build...
You've certainly found something.
Very.
But is that item anything of consequence?
Build craft.
Hard to say without
there are a lot
more
of
extensive
options
research. But it's
start
steeped in
with
powerful
5
magic.
specialization lines.
It's
and you can
fairly
have 3 of
crackling
them.
with arcane energy.
You can choose which skills
believe I
you want
do
to
feel it.
mix and
Yes.
match. And you can choose
It's hard to deny that
what
artifact's
stats
considerable
you want
presence.
in your gear to
Your
work
Voed
with
may be about to win you
your
the
skills
Snaff prize.
and your specialization.
First, we need to know more.
That's where the
If you could
build
just-
craft comes in.
Hang on. Does anyone else feel that? It's like a highly pressurized wave of ionized particles. A magical storm. What's going on here? What has your device unleashed?
Hey, we just found it, dude. Well, it doesn't look like it's anything at all to me. I mean, unless you count the enormous Earth Elemental.
That's an elemental. Destroy it before it enkindles us all.
Another rogue elemental outburst? That's 3 years ago. You should stay away from me. I'm allergic to pain.
I've defeated it. Getting confused. Watching all the options, that's completely understandable.
Killed. The judges are
One of the
unlikely
weaknesses
to
of
weigh
the game
this
is
in your
the stuff
favor.
that it doesn't
But
explain.
we just proved how
One of the
effective the Voed
advantages
is.
of the new adventure
The artifact
guide they
is
added, I don't know,
dangerous,
maybe
yes.
2 years ago.
But it's also
Same
about
time
as
that it came
magically
out on
robust
Steam.
as they come.
If
It
entries that
does
nearly
point
killed us
towards
all were
things like
disqualified,
combo
it'd be a
skills
pretty lonely contest.
And
The
break
Voed
bars
deserves
on
to
mobs.
win.
I'll
Very
explain combo
well.
fields in just a sec.
For
As
its
an example
novelty,
of the sort of
its ingenuity,
the subtleties
and its
that
possible impact on locative
not well
science,
explained, easy to
I
miss.
declare the Voed victorious.
Thank you, Flax.
Congratulations.
Outstanding.
Asura, we love to
Papa,
talk.
I'm getting another signal from the Voed. It's similar to the first and not too far from here. I'd like to check it out.
I'd like to check it out.
And I'd like to accompany you. I'm seeing a lot of potential in this device. And in the crew that made it.
By all means, go. Find this new artifact, render it harmless, and bring it before the council. We want to make sure you get the credit you deserve.
Oh, yes, that's what the council's all about.
Before we go any further, we have to decide who gets to carry the Snaff Savant title.
Not it. I hate titles. They always come with expectations and responsibility.
Well, I kind of agree with Kozak on that one.
Ah, yes. So, if Kozak is recusing himself, that makes the decision an easy one. Congratulations. For your hard work and diligence, you are hereafter the Snaff Prize Savant.
I'd like to thank the Academy. So, in skills, if you mouse over your skills, sometimes you will see If you note here in Abyssal Blot, the third line from the bottom, it says Combo Field Dark. Okay? Right above the Defiance Break. Defiance Break is used to help stun creatures that have break bars. You hit it with the Defiance Break, that's the blue bar under the life bar. When the blue bar is completely gone, it will stun the creature and they take more damage. That's a break bar. This is a combo field. So, what is a combo field? Basically, I will lay down that circular area. That's the combo field. Okay. You might ask, Lens, what is a combo field good for? That's an excellent question. What you then need to find, and I may not have one here, we have the combo field. This one, you'll note, the second line from the bottom is Combo Finisher Blast. So, there are, I don't know, like a half a dozen different kinds of fields. Fire fields, light fields, dark fields, etc. And then there's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different kinds of combo finishers. There's Blast and Projectile. I can't remember any of the others. So what it is a combo field. If you're standing in a combo field or doing something through a combo field with a combo finisher, it generates an additional effect. So, if someone were to say, lay down a wall of fire that is a fire field, and you were to shoot a projectile through it that has projectile finisher, in addition to the regular damage and effect, it would also catch fire and do a fire damage, or a fire damage over time to the thing you're shooting at. That's the combo field and finisher. There are a lot of different combinations of field and finisher, and generally the overall effects are not huge, but knowing that they're there and knowing how to optimize them is one of those little things that makes a decent player into a good player and a good player into an excellent player. I myself, I'm a decent player. So that's fields and finishers. So you can, I believe that there is something for using a field and finisher in the adventure guide. So that would have produced a blast finish on a dark field. There are a lot of the little details that you should not be worried about learning anytime soon. But being aware that something like that exists is a good idea. To know that it does have depths beyond the basics. And I believe we are... So I kind of threw that at you. That's sort of a big concept, but it's a very nuanced concept. It's not your performance, especially as a new player, in no way is going to rely on break bars and combo fields and finishers. But knowing they exist in the future will allow you to say, oh, okay, it's got a field. Hey, and this has a finisher. And maybe you want to look up what all the fields and finishers will do at some point, not for a long time. And I couldn't tell you what they do. It's the sort of thing you might want to look up on the wiki eventually. There's a lot of depth in the game that isn't obvious. Didn't even know the game had a combo system. Yeah, if you ever played Lord of the Rings Online, it's a little bit like the Fellowship system that game had.
Stay here, Shrieksy. Don't want you getting wet. You'll drown.
Like I said, you're not going to one-shot creatures because
so glad you could join us, Zoja. The savant and my entire crew welcome your input.
Give everyone in your party a small
the signal point's here, but I don't see
You
anything.
know, 8 seconds,
keep looking.
something like that.
As SNAF prize
Little
winners, we are the
up.
standard bearers for the College of Statics.
Kozik was right.
Another
Titles
example
do come with
of
responsibility.
Small things
These readings
having
are still
a
in
big
the red.
effect.
There has to be something here.
For a long time, I
Perhaps
had no
we're
idea
standing right
how
on
the
top of
stats
it.
system
We
worked.
haven't been on the surface so long we've forgotten how to dig, have we?
Not
that we'll
for
actually
instance,
dig,
the stat
mind you.
precision
There's
increases
bound to be a
your
tunnel or
critical hit
cavern
chance.
entrance around here somewhere. We just need
With
to find
a
it.
little bit of work with your
And
gear
Savant,
and
considering the
your
dangerous nature of your last
specialization,
discovery,
you
I
can
recommend
get
we
your
keep our
critical
guard up.
percent
Shall we
over
proceed?
100 so that
The correct
every
answer is
hit
yes, by the
you
way.
do is a critical. At that point, you then want to emphasize ferocity. That's crit multiplier. But that's not for every build. Some builds that would not be helpful at all. And so knowing the roles of all of the stats over here and the importance they have is not something you need to know as you level up, as you get into the game. But the sooner you're aware of it and you can start sort of looking into this stuff, it'll serve you well in the future.
I'm nigh invincible.
I'm nigh invincible. The game has water combat if you're not aware of it. But if you're a Sylvari, you're almost certainly aware of it because the Sylvari starting zone has several hearts that sadly require it. Oh, pardon me. I didn't mean to fall back into the water. Would you please die, sir? Gloop. I think the game has the best underwater combat system by far of any game, any MMO. It's still just not very good. That's the problem. It's a pain in the ass for most players. It's way better than in any other game, but it's kind of a pain. Still, I will give them full credit for trying to do something new and different in the core game. And it's not like unplayably bad or anything. It just, because we spend so much time using our regular weapons and so little time using the water weapons, it's kind of difficult. Big thalassophobia problem? Hard for you to get into the water zones, but you're getting used to it. Yeah, I can certainly see certain phobias are going to be problems for players. I know the one that everyone talks about is arachnophobia, and they all want to put arachnophobia modes. I don't have arachnophobia, but I have entomophobia. I have a friend who has crippling acrophobia, and yet nobody cares about the cliffs in the game, do they? No. So I just don't think that, while it's a nice gesture, I just don't think that arachnophobia mode has any place in the games. Just try to avoid sharks. Yeah, well, the sharks here are particularly bad because they can put a really nasty dots on you most of the time. There's our relic.
We have our item. So, Savant, tell me, what do we have?
I'm not sure. The Void just tells us where it is and how magical it is. This thing here is packed with arcane energy. A cursory visual examination tells me it's part of something larger. Something that was accidentally broken or intentionally modular.
Well, we can't learn any more here among these damp, foul-tempered beasts. Let's get the relic back to our lab and run some tests.
I'll leave it to you. You're not the only ones with big projects that need managing. But if you need more input from me, all you have to do is ask.
Doodly doopy doot doot. Yay, level up. We're now level 11. This gives us hero points. Now we can show you the hero stuff. So, as an example, these are the skill lines, which you spend hero points to unlock additional skills. The healing skills go in your 6th slot. The utility skills go in your 7 through 9 slot. They'll unlock eventually. The 0 skill is your elite skill, and I don't think you can train that to like level 31. Yeah. And that'll always be the last skill in any given line. I always want, when I'm playing this class, I always want the Vengeful Hammers, or as I call them, the Spinning Hammers of Death. They're really quite good. Down here, these are the specialization lines. And so Torment here release a burst of torment energy when you switch legends. So the class mechanic is swapping between legends, and this will give torment, which is a damage over time effect whenever you do it. And so this line of specialization, corruption, is going to be a lot about torment. Torment being done, torment dealing increased damage, and so on. That's sort of the example of a specialization. It takes one relatively narrow part of a class and focuses on that one narrow part. So basically what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to level up and grab some good skills in the skills menus, right? And then you're going to pick a line for specialization where, you browse through all the things you can get, and maybe you find something you really want that's far up. What you want to do is you want to unlock it basically all the way once you open one up. Because when you actually get to putting one here, what you'll get is you'll unlock the specialization. You'll get one choice here. You'll then get 3 choices, 1 choice, 3 choices, 1 choice, 3 choices. And that's where you'll get sort of the narrowing of your specialization. You'll get some stuff by default as you work through it. Other stuff you'll have multiple choices to make. And that's where buildcraft comes in, where something that either fits with the way you want to play or that sounds like it should be really strong, that's where you get your specialization choices. So, in short, spend some of your hero points to unlock skills that you want. Pick one of these lines that will support the skills and weapons you're having fun with. Eventually, you will get all of this before you hit level 80. So, you can't make a mistake. The worst you can do is not be optimal. And that's not a problem. This is not a game where, unless you're playing group content at the absolute bleeding edge, being optimal isn't required. Generally speaking, most content you can do whatever you find fun. That's one of the advantages. Now, people say Guild Wars 2 is a casual game. It's not. You can do it as seriously as you want, but it is a very casual, friendly game. You don't have to try hard to have fun in the game. You just have to have fun. But if you want to try hard, the material's there. There's the challenge modes for raids, challenge modes for fractals, and there's no shortage of difficult content. And if you really want to prove that you have the biggest balls of them all, there's the PvP. The PvP has a relatively small player base. I'm nowhere near good enough to even consider playing PvP. Because you have to not only know your class, you've got to know the other classes too. So the skill cap on PvP is enormous. And that's kind of the way the game is. It doesn't have vast amounts of end game challenging stuff, but it has it for sure. And some of it is extremely challenging. But I'm a purely casual player. I mean, I call myself hardcore casual because I've played 5,000 hours casually in the game. I mostly play solo, a lot of open world, a lot of leveling, and that is a style of gameplay that's not unusual for Guild Wars 2. I will be right back. I need to AFK and refill my coffee cup. Knock, knock. I will also note... No. I love talking about games that I love. And while sometimes this game drives me crazy, 5,000 hours, I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy the game. Can you change how your weapon looks? You sure can. So, you go, again, to the top, Hero. You go to Wardrobe. Currently, I'm using the spear, right? Click on Spear. These are all of the spears that I have unlocked. I can make it look like any of them. Before you run to do that, however, these things to change them the way they look into that, or that, or that, you'll note they cost a transmutation charge. Now, there are a number of ways of getting transmutation charges in the game. It's not something I've worried about for a long time because I have 1,500 of them. But you don't want to burn through all of them at low levels when you're getting a new weapon, every 8 levels. Because you're going to run out very quickly. You can also change your clothing. Same way. But again, transmutation charges for all of them. So, there are also... But one thing you can always do with your outfits is you can change their dyes. Thank you. I forget that about 5% of the time. You can change your dyes for free. So, if you want to color coordinate your appearance, you can change the individual dyes. You start with the starter dyes. Then these are common dyes, uncommon dyes, rare dyes, and then exclusive dyes. I have a lot of dyes. But one thing I like to do, and I have been forgetting to do,
no longer affects us dwarves.
We just got a new item of attire.
So you get smoother instead of wrinkling?
Didn't we? One sec. Yes, we got gloves. So I put on the gloves. I have a policy when I'm playing either a key farm character or if I'm leveling up a character, every time I get a new item of attire, I randomly change it. Now, this isn't random for each piece. What they actually do is they pick out dye colors and they try to sort of coordinate them. So this is probably going to be slightly coordinated, but sometimes not at all. But it's random. Here we go. Okay, the colors this time are pastel wine, acid, and grapevine. I would say grapevine and pastel wine, at least, are a good match. Yeah, acid, not so much. But regardless, we're going to stick with it. We got an axe, a bow, and a harpoon. All right. It's a trident, so we can put that. We can't use that, so we'll salvage that
Threshold
for
achieved.
crafting components. You'll note here, we click on this, and it's going to deposit this unless we have 1,250. We have 1,250. We're full. But the axe is a nice weapon. But I'm working with the spear right now. Let's see. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. Okay, Party Finder for raids and stuff. Historically, not really a good one. I can show you what we've had historically. Note, this just recently changed. You go to Contacts and LFG. You click on Looking for Group. You would choose the map that you're looking for. So if you were looking for raids, you'd click on Raids. Experienced and Training would be your options. You'd click on that. I can't show you that because I'm not level 80. But let's say instead we were in festivals? Large squads? No, there are a whole bunch of large squads because people are running around in the labyrinth for the Mad King's festival right now. So all of these are raid-sized groups for the most part. that you would join. But they recently added a new mechanic that is a true group finder for level 80 content for fractals. They took a subset of fractals, they made them a little simpler to bring people into playing the fractal system. Fractals are similar to Mythic Plus in WoW. In fact, WoW got the idea for Mythic Plus from fractals. So there is the beginnings of a full LFG system in-game. This is currently in beta. They brought it in 2 months ago. And it has been a huge success for them. So we know it's also coming out. They're taking strikes and raids and smooshing them together into Reichs, Strades, and they will have a queuing system for those. We don't know all the details yet, but it is in the works.
There you are! That artifact we found
Hi,
is
Kozak.
amazing. Wait until you see. Follow me.
If I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the cornstarch. That's the oldest joke I know. Kozak, where are you going, Kozak? You're just wandering around like you're drunk. Where's the drinks? Hi, Paka. Paka.
You need to come see the progress we've made. That thing the Voed found for us is amazing. Also, you were right. It's part of a larger whole, or a match set, or something. Anyway, there have to be more like this one out there.
We've synchronized the detection wave with our larger global positioning system to achieve long and short-range scanning capability.
So the global system gets us in range, then the Voed pinpoints the exact location.
Turn down the volume on the speaker.
Perfect. When can we go after the other pieces?
That right there is why...
It'll be fun to get cranky.
I turned it up for some reason not too long ago. I don't remember what yeah, there we go. If it's that high, I had it too high.
One of the
My
security
apologies.
golems has entered alert mode. Check it out.
So Tor is your Guild Wars 2? It sounds like I'm boasting. I have legend status in Star Wars: The Old Republic. That means, for those who've never played, all that means is I did all 8 of the story lines for all 8 of the classes to completion.
Unauthorized intruder has been neutralized. Please restrain and interrogate.
Oh, hi, Willie.
Idiots. You think you've
Didn't
beaten
realize
us?
it was you.
Ha!
Welcome back.
I was the easy way. Now we'll just have to do things the hard
I
way.
have to say, they have better fashion
Nothing
sense
can
than we
prepare
do.
you for the unfettered fury that is the Inquest Attack Squad. Go on, beg and plead, void your bowels in terror. It'll do you no good.
I don't void my bowels in terror.
This guy's a few anodizing
I do
terminals
it
short of a
recreationally.
coding array. I say we feed him to Shriexy.
On 4 servers?
The Inquest has never had any interest in our crew's research until
I'm
now.
unsurprised that you had it
They
on
must
1.
want whatever the
I think
Void
I would
is
have
detecting.
expected you to have it on 1.
Or
But
the
4?
Void itself.
Aren't there only 4
I, for one,
servers?
am not inclined to give them either.
Have they spun
Agreed.
up new servers? Because there
Ma'am,
just used to be
if you
4.
can gather everyone at the front entrance, Kozak and I will handle the rest. And by that I mean we'll mine the entrance to give the Inquest a nice, warm welcome. We'd better hurry. If this maniac is right, they're already on their way.
Fortunately, I have done this often enough that it's really, really easy and straightforward to do. You just get the mines. Sorry, not the mines. You get the turrets. You don't bother with the mines. You just get the turrets. You take a turret. You drop it down. You just grab turrets. Mines are one-shots. Turrets are many shots. Care to guess which wins? Spoiler, it's turrets. Oh, there are 6? I haven't been back for a while. I know you were around a lot when I was playing the game a lot. For obvious reasons. I tend to watch streamers when they're playing the game that I'm currently playing. How about there? We're going to murder eyes these guys. Oh, sure, we'll grab a mine, too. I don't want the person who made the mines to be, you know,
If I know the inquest,
disappointed.
they'll send Golem shock troops in first to soften
Let's just
us up.
drop that there.
We'll only say inquest if we manage to survive their Golem attack.
Alert. Enemy has arrived. Engaging.
You'll note, it seems like the turrets do an okay job. They didn't even get to the mine. Oh, one of them may have got to the mine. No, it's still there. There, one of them finally got to the
Sending
mine.
in another team.
Yeah, mines are nice, but come on, man. Freaking turrets. Oh, it went away. We may have a maximum. Not that it's going to matter. This is more than enough to blow them up. Oh, let's bring up...
Follow mode engaged. Follow mode engaged. Follow mode engaged.
Come on, guys. How about up here? With me. One more wave, I think, and then the boss comes in and threatens us, and we give them what they want.
We're in for it now. Here comes their attack squad. Looks like they still have some fight left in them. Hold steady. Stay alert. More of those inquest jackanapes.
Parley with Teo. Lovely Teo. Not lovely.
If you require an audio.
Well played, Parker. Time for the hardest way. We've planted explosives all along the cliffs overhead. Give me the artifact, or we'll bury this place.
You scrit-shaving devils! You'd threaten this entire community, all these innocent people, just to steal our discovery?
It's all right, Cossack.
Hey, dude.
Let them have it. It's not worth the risk.
I am reasonably well.
Spoken like a true also-ran. Snaff prize winner. Ha! I'd pity your weakness if it wasn't so amusing. Thanks for the treasure, losers.
That was very slick, Savant. Let them have that piece. We know there are more, and we still have the Voed. We can collect them before
That's
the
right.
inquest does.
And
A
then
reminder
we force
to all
Tail
of
to
you
give us back
tomorrow.
the first one.
We have the expansion
Papa,
coming.
I'd like
Most
Zojja
of
to
you
join
are
us.
Guild Wars 2 players
We're going
will
to
be
need
aware.
all the help we can get.
Capital
You should-
idea. You and Zojja handle the
There's more
search.
choices in
I'll send
SWTOR
word
to
to
you.
Zojja and have her standing
There are
by.
choices that matter.
Kozak
in
and I will
SWTOR.
start
Well,
cleaning
I'll
up
agree
here.
with that for sure. Those of you who are Guild Wars 2 players, axe we got. How about a sword? We don't have staff yet.
Completion leads to satisfaction.
There will be Twitch drops tomorrow, so whether it's me or not, go ahead, watch a stream, and if you're busy and you can't pay any attention, go ahead and mute the tab. Don't mute Twitch, mute the tab for your browser. That'll make sure you get credit. They've got 5 awards, and it's not just tomorrow, it's for, I think, a week. And 8 hours of viewing will get you all 5 prizes. So, just so you knows, assuming you want goodies, who doesn't want goodies? Pick a streamer. Any streamer will do. We have new boots and we have new aqua breathers, so that means new dyes. If we don't like the first batch, we got 2 new items of attire we can change. That's pretty awful. That's apricot, lipstick, and crisp mint. We can do better. I'm not sure that's better. Lemonade, violet, and dry silver. Not particularly exciting, but hey, they can't always be winners, you know? Search Ratisum for an artifact. This is the capital city of the Asura, for those who may not be aware of it. Ratasum. The Asura used to live underground, but were forced out by the awakening of Primordus and the attacks by his minions, the Destroyers, who, surprisingly, were from Delaware. That's an old guy music reference. Anyone get that one? Anyone? Will I do Halloween on Guild Wars? Well, I expect I'll be playing. Will I be doing a cosplay? I had not considered it, and I probably should have considered it if I was going to. I will consider my options. I hadn't planned on it, but it's certainly not a terrible idea.
Hey, Savant, over here.
Or do you mean, did I do the festival? I did some festival stuff, but not a bunch.
Nothing's exploded.
Because there have been so many other games I've been playing lately.
Paka's message said you needed help, Savant.
New
and
World.
I did promise, so here I am.
Legion
Lucky for
Remix.
you, I enjoy sticking it to the Inquest whenever possible.
That makes 2 of us.
I was on the 7th.
Our Voed readouts indicate the artifact we want is somewhere in that merchant's stall.
Who? Flack?
The hell else?
No problem.
I had a whole lineup
I've known
of
him
stuff
for years,
that was
and he
keeping me
gave both
busy.
ears to collaborate with me. I'll
I did
engage
do
him
the
in
event some.
conversation and
Not a
draw him
bunch
out
this year.
so you can get a good look at his stock. Grab what you need, and
Let's
we'll move
see,
on.
7th was
It's not really
Legion.
stealing. Think of it as Flack's charitable
Oh, I did
donation
do
to
also
the cause
did
of
the- a
science
little bit of
in
the
the name
beta
of a better
for
understanding
Arc
of the
Raiders.
eternal alchemy. Or just think of it
Yeah,
as
Arc
we need
Raiders,
more and we're
exactly,
smarter than
dude.
him. Whatever works.
Done and done.
I did some of the
You
event,
turn
not
on
as
the
much as
charm.
I've done in the
You
past.
can do that, right? And I'll swipe whatever's lighting up the Voed display panel.
Let me do a real
Over
quick
here,
check
Flack.
and see if
My
it's
project
something I
will
can
help
quickly
secret
knock out
for
tonight.
your ears only.
The daily. Okay, 50 candy corn for him is easy.
Soja, after all these years, it's exquisite to see you again.
The clock tower is easy, and the racer. Yeah, I'll knock that out tonight.
I see you've
I'll do one
abandoned
tonight.
pure research for the marketplace.
A temporary situation, I assure you. If I thought there was a spot for me on a project of yours, I'd come running.
Well, I've
not
got
that.
a few irons in the fire you might find intriguing. Let me give you a rough.
Oh, that's it. There we go.
Well, always nice talking to you, Flack, but look at the time. Gotta run.
So tonight I will do the jumping puzzle, easy version. I'll do a couple of the races, and I'll give some of the candy corn to Drubert, and that'll finish up the daily for the Halloween event. Hi,
That was
Zoja.
easier than I expected. Flack was very keen to team up. To a point. But when I mentioned dragons and the inquest, he started looking queasy. I doubt I'll hear from him again. He seemed to have a lot of important things to sell. This is fun.
Well, he won't be selling the thing we just stole from him because we're Asura. The Asura are sort of mildly in the neighborhood of completely sociopathic. Don't tell them I said so. They just murdered me. We're back out to Metrica Province. How about there? Readings on the rise. It's Zoja and Mr. Sparkles. Hi, Mr.
Place
Sparkles.
is crawling with
Made by
Inquest salvage
Zoja.
teams. The
Genius.
lake's indigenous creatures were dangerous enough. Now it's a full-on death trap.
What can we get in the event?
Fire up that bow end and let's find what we
Generally,
can for
it's
before they
cosmetic
do.
stuff. Now, what you can also do, and what a lot of people will do, is they basically will run around in the labyrinth with a group, and you want something that does a small amount of damage but tags a lot of mobs so you get XP and loot from everything, but that you don't kill anything individually. Everyone together will kill them. And you get loot and you get a bunch of XP. So if you're low level, you can use it for leveling, but be aware, you end up in some groups you might be running around behind them and you might die a lot. So you might have to be, which is not a big deal. And you can just flat out sell the bags you get as loot. That's what a lot of people will do, as opening the bags can give you some useful stuff, some cosmetics, some food stuff, things like that. But what most people will do, or I should say a lot of people will do, not necessarily most, is they will sell the bags to the people who want the stuff that comes out of the bags.
All right, you
Yeah, they think it's
cretins.
logical. Absolutely.
There's an
And it
antiquity
is
in that
logical
lake
to them.
that the inquest wants. Hit the water and dive down deep. Flip over every algae-coated rock if you have to, and crush anyone or anything that gets in your way. Whoever finds that artifact gets bumped up a pay grade. Fail, and you'll get thrown down a well to practice underwater reclamation. Move out!
That's a lot of inquest trash polluting the water. I'll be surprised if all the fish don't go belly up. We've definitely got some competition.
Fortunately,
Competition?
I have the VOED.
More like distraction. Come on, let's find the artifact. Any inquest cranial cracking that occurs will be pure bonus.
As an example, however, of how expensive things can get, amongst the things you can get candy corn. 1,000 candy corn can be turned into a candy corn cob, which is a bigger currency. The candy corn cobs were selling for like 5.5 gold. I don't know what they're at right now. I can find out. Gonna guess 4.5 gold. 4.74 gold. Okay, we'll round that off to 5 gold. One of the miniatures costs 120 corn cobs. That's 600 gold. We'll round that back down to about, 550 gold. The voice acting is generally extremely good and sometimes spectacularly good. It uses a murderer's row of great voice talent for the game. Nolan North does the human male voice. The voice actress who does Sylvanas in WoW does the character Patha from Secrets of the Obscure. Basically, everybody who's anybody in voice acting has worked for ArenaNet.
All right, that's
yes.
2 pieces of the
I
artifact
have a lot
in
of
our
gold.
hands.
600 or 550 gold
There's only
is
one
way
more
more
piece
than
to
I want to
collect.
spend on anything
Looks as if the
except
missing
a
piece is the
legendary.
same size and shape as the one
Most
they
I've
stole
ever
from us
spent.
in the first place.
I spent
Then the only question is,
500
how do we retrieve
gold
it?
on a
They'll
precursor
definitely
for a
return to their
legendary
base to study
weapon.
the artifact. That gives us 2 avenues of attack. One,
Guild Wars 2
we
is nice because
intercept
they
them on
can't
the road.
hide behind
2,
voice actors
we
or
wait until they
strikes.
get it home and then
that
break
EA
in while they
does.
feel secure.
Right. Well,
It's your device, Savant.
when they've
so
had
it's your call.
strikes, they have done the content without voice, and then brought the voice actors back later to revoice the content for it. We should intercept them before they get back to their base. Doodly doodly doot doot. Legendary weapons. I think the cheapest legendary weapons go for about 2,000 gold. I actually, right now, I have a lot of gold. For me, anyway, the most I've ever had. But that's because I'm very cautious with my money, in-game at least. We're over there. And I've, for quite a long time... Is this going the right way? For quite a long time, I logged in every day, and there was a regular reward track if you logged in. And so by logging in every day on a couple of accounts, I made a lot of money that way. Some people used to have dozens of accounts. About the story, how would you rate it? It varies. Varies quite widely. Some of it is really, really good. Some
All
of it
right,
not
Savant,
so much.
you've impressed me so far.
I would
but
say
it's
that
time to
generally
raise the
the
stakes.
core
It's the two of
story
us
is
against
about
a
the
whole
weakest.
Inquest caravan.
It generally got
We need an edge,
better
and I've got
from
one
the
right
core.
here. Think you can
So you're
handle
still
one
in the
of my
core
special
story.
golem rigs?
I would say
Are
it's
you
safe to
kidding?
say it gets better
I
once
took
you're
my
through
first
the
steps as a
core
golem pilot the same
Heart of
day I
Thorns
learned
is
to
very
walk with my
good.
feet.
Path of Fire is
Good.
very good.
Suit up and get yourself
Generally,
situated.
the
They'll
best
be here
story is often
soon.
considered either to be Heart
I'll
of
be ready.
Thorns. No, Heart
But
of
how
Thorns
do we
is
keep them
the best
contained?
expansion. Maybe
If
not
they
the best
run,
story.
They won't get far.
A lot of the best
I've had
story
Mr.
stuff
Sparkles
came in
set up a
Living World
blockade on the
Season
bridge.
4.
Once they're in position, they'll have nowhere
But it's hit
to
and
go.
miss. Is the best description I can have for it, in that some of it is extremely good. I'm a tough critic, so I'm not going to say anything is great. Some of the story is extremely good, and some of it is kind of weak. Stories you saw on stream between funny and interesting. Yeah, some of them are, well, and some characters are very, very funny. Tiny has a lot of very, very funny dialogue written for her. It's not a character I'm fond of, but the dialogue is great and the voiceover work is on point every single freaking time. Canuck, who we get to in Living World Season 1? Or 2? I can't remember. Pardon me, need to heal up. It has got some just incredibly funny lines, and his voice work is every single time is exactly on it. So, the voice work is generally extremely good. The story is spotty. Sometimes it's a bit weak. Sometimes it's extremely, extremely good. Hey, it's not nice to kick people in the butt, all right, sir? I need to heal up again. We will recover the artifact. And here comes Teo again. Guild Wars 2 is more rewarding than most games. One of the great things about the game is because of the horizontal progression, you really don't have FOMO to worry about. There isn't really much in the way of fear of missing out. The old stuff still gets played. You know, so if you're going a new player, new character, going through, you know, the original world, it still gets played. Obviously, the new stuff is going to be getting played insanely starting tomorrow. And yeah, it can be very, very rewarding if you're willing to put in the time. For instance, the specialization weapons are something I spent a lot of time doing when I started streaming. Those are weapon collections that give you really cool skin for some of the weapons, and they give you an ascended weapon when you finish. Alright, Teo, time for you to go down. One of the nice things they added relatively recently is the Wizard's Vault, as that gives players, newer players, easier access to things like ascended weapons and the legendary starter kits. Oh, let me heal up. And so much for Teo. Hi, Zoja. How you doing? You're looking good. Have you lost weight? Changed your hair?
That's the third piece. I don't know exactly what this thing is, but at least now it's complete. What do you think, Zoja?
I think I recognize that symbol and the design aesthetic. Both belong to one of the greatest geniuses who ever lived. Unless I miss my guess, and really, what are the odds of that? This artifact we've been piecing together is the key to Gad's lab.
Gad? He's a legend. At college, we statics students spent a whole year studying his work. Nobody's been inside his lab for centuries.
That's about to change.
We're off to
Not
Gad's
a bad
lab.
day's work, eh? Inquest defeated. Artifact recovered. Access to a historical treasure trove acquired. I need to return the Golem Briggs to my workshop. Meet me at Gad's lab, and we'll be the first to see what he's been hiding for all these years.
Destroyers. Spoiler! If I had a hammer. Oh, I do. We have a new chess piece. A little bit of luck. Focus we can't use. Pants we can't wear, except as a hat. Shoulders we can't use. A shield we could use, but won't. New gloves that are oh so slightly better than what we're currently using. And a torch we can't use. I will salvage the salvageable bits and pieces for valuable prizes. Consume the luck. We have 2 new items of attire, which means 2 more die choices. There we go. That's not bad. Bloom, pineapple, and antique gold. But we might as well use what my rules say is the next charge. And that's appalling. I like it. Magma, daybreak, and natural. All right, we've got more hero points we can spend. Do we have access? We should have access to the legendary demon training, right? I think. We will accept and close and exit. Remember trying to play this as any other MMO, trying to get to the end game and all that stuff. Yeah, it's completely the wrong mindset, but it's completely understandable. When I first played in the beta, I bought the game to get access to the beta. And after about 4 hours, I thought I'd made a mistake. I thought I'd wasted my money because I wasn't getting it at all. Wasn't having fun, didn't understand the game systems, none of it. But I started to get it, and it started to make sense and come together. So yes, I had exactly the same experience. I was confused. It didn't make sense. It took a while to get it. There's a former WoW streamer, or former primarily a WoW streamer, Preach. And when he decided to play the game, he had that same sort of reaction, not understanding getting into the game. And then when he got to the first expansion, he basically forgot everything that he'd, learned about the game, about that you want to play the game within its own world, and the stuff will come. The information will come, advancement will come, all of that. And he had to get that mindset back and just relax and just play the game and then get right back into it. I watched Preach's whole playthrough of Guild Wars 2. He turned off chat, so he couldn't see chat, he couldn't get hints. He played blind pretty much all the way through. And he did the raids blind, too. The raids and dungeons and everything blind. Aha! We now have access to our legendary demon stance as well. Malix. We don't have any of his skills, though, so we'll stick with the dwarf. Yeah, that's a good idea. Gads. I think that's south, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's the advice I give to people, they ask, I'm interested in Guild Wars 2. Any advice? And my first piece of advice, maybe the putting everything into the crafting storage would be the first, should be the first
This
piece
is
of advice.
thrilling.
But my first
I've
piece
been
of
wondering
advice
what's
is
behind this
if
door
you've
since
played
I
other
was an
games, if you've played,
apprentice.
WoW or
I just wish
Watro
my
or
mentor-
Sator or Final Fantasy XIV.
No.
Any of those games have
probably
very
already knew.
similar sort of mechanics,
Anyway,
leveling up,
now it's our turn.
power-wise, your
Let's open
hotbars,
her
all
up.
that stuff. Guild Wars 2 does all of it at least a little bit different, but sometimes a lot different. So if you find yourself confused, you're not understanding something, it's not you. The game is different. Use the key. Where's the... There we are. Oh, hi! We've got friends.
Watch it.
Let me turn on my spinning hammers of doom. And turn them back off.
Hello. If you're hearing this message, I'm either not in or dead. In either case, you're trespassing. Get out. Failure to comply may result in one or more of the following: blindness, crippling injury, severe bleeding, immolation, electrocution, death, and or loss of appetite. Your agony may vary. Your death may be monitored for quality assurance. Thank you. Now please run for your life and never come back.
Same old Gad, and his creations are still functioning after 2 centuries without maintenance. He was a cranky old
So
cuss,
the
but he
weird
built
nature
things
of
to
Guild Wars
last.
2 compared to most
Color me
standard
impressed.
MMOs that
And a
we're
tad
used to in the
concerned.
West anyway.
If his defenses
Is
are
that
as sharp as
endgame.
he was,
When you hit 80,
we'd better watch our
very
step.
common to see posts in the Reddit, the subreddit for Guild Wars
Get
2.
out while you still
I've hit
can,
level
or
80.
face certain
Now what?
annihilation.
And the short answer is there's a lot of stuff to do, but you kind of have to make your own fun. You have to figure out what sounds like fun, and you have to follow through on your own. It doesn't hold your hand for any of it. So keep that in mind when you hit level 80. You might want to do a Google for Guild Wars 2, level 80, what now? And a number of the more prominent Guild Wars 2 content creators have addressed that in videos, and they'll cover it. So Muckluck or Loranity, Wooden Potatoes may have an old one, of what you can and maybe want to do at level 80. Ow! All right, we have a piece of scrap metal. I'll dodge. Ha ha ha!
Don't look so smug. That trap was merely a warm-up. Maybe you should rethink this little invasion of yours. It's decidedly imprudent.
I'm nigh invincible.
All right. Let's.
Defensive protocols online.
Are you? Pardon me, sir. Spark? Is that your name, sir? Stop giving me static. Static. Never mind.
Oh boy, the sledge is about to hit the flywheel.
More of them? Fine. Hammers of death time. They just never learn, you know. You see hammers of death spinning around? Maybe you should reconsider your options. Oops.
You think you're so clever, don't you?
Pretty much.
Getting this far is impressive,
Well,
I'll give you that.
Naturally.
But you're not out of danger yet. In this laboratory, I have harnessed unimaginable forces beyond your comprehension, and I'm about to unleash them on your face. Turn back now, or I'll enjoy desecrating your bones on my return. The pain you are about to experience will outlast your consciousness.
The funny thing is, he's not even exaggerating yet. Still, if he's this determined to stop intruders, there must be something worth protecting here.
My thoughts exactly.
Let's go. Also, we finished up the Wizard's Vault, dodged 3 enemy attacks. The actual rewards you can get from the vault are about to get a refresh tomorrow, I think. And I have almost maxed out points.
Don't worry about repercussions. Focus on inflicting concussions.
Defeat the destroyer's hatchlings.
It's
breaking them out. Okay. Mommy Destroyer. And Baby Destroyer. Ask away.
We made it. Gad, you magnificent malcontent, we've got your number. And we've got this fascinating device Shrieksy
it gives you rewards instantly.
Everything in Gad's lab is worth studying. Tuck whatever that is away, and we'll give it a good going over back at your lab.
Done. And am I crazy, or was that containment field
I had no idea that English wasn't your native language.
That alone could revolutionize quasi-physical restraint field theory.
You're not crazy,
so
Savant.
Don't worry about that.
If we'd had those fields back when, well, let's just say more than a few battles might have turned out differently. This was a full-on 100% win. Not everyone can...
I'm a winner.
But you're all right.
I'm all right.
I'll definitely...
Doodly doopy doo doo. I got that. I got that. We will use this up on stuff. Consume all that. Move that there. I'll explain in a minute. So, if you go to achievements, there is a category for daily. There are a bunch of different dailies in here. Most of these are endgame, not all of them, right? So I'll be showing you the Halloween dailies in a minute. But beyond that, there is also the rewards from the Wizard's Vault up here. And for this, there are dailies. There are 5 dailies, or I think 5 dailies. You have to complete 4 of them. Each one you get 1 just for logging in. That gives you 5 points. You complete the other ones, they give you 10 points each. And if you complete 4 of them, you get Essence of Luck, you get a gold, and you get 20 additional Astral Acclaim. There's also weeklies up here. And again, these give you more points. These give you 50 points each. And if you complete enough of those, 6 out of the 7 or 8, I think 6 out of 8, that gives you 10 laurels, which can be used to buy ascended gear. Gives you a booster. A Tome of Knowledge, which can be used to add level to your character, and 450 Astral Acclaim. The Astral Acclaim can be spent. There's also specials available. Most of these are at level 80, but not always. And these give a one-time reward based on usually current content. If you look at the Astral Rewards, a lot of these can be turned into straight gold or are straight gold. So for instance, you can use 6 points of these Astral Acclaim to get a gold. And I believe you can get 90 of these gold for 6 each. 540 points for 90 gold. You can buy, for 120, you can get a Mystic Coin. And I don't remember how many you're limited to. It's probably like 40 or something. But those are currently selling, last I saw, for more than 2 gold each. So you can turn that directly into gold. It's up here next to the Black Lion Trading Company. It is the Wizard's Vault, or Shift H. So, this is the best way to do daily stuff that turns just straight into money. Daily, 4 out of the 5 dailies will give you a gold, and it'll give you some of the currency. Weekly will give you a lot more of the currency. Special will give you one-shots for the currency. And then you click here for the Astral Rewards and the things you would want to buy. You do want to be a little careful here. There are some in here that are noob traps. But the things that are always worth it is the cheaper gold bags are 6 gold each for 1 gold. Sorry, 6 of the Astral Acclaim for 1 gold. And the Mystic Coins can be turned around and sold for, well, what are they selling for right now? Last I saw was like 2 1/4 gold. Currently selling for 2 gold, 10 silver. So those are good ways of making money reliably, is using the Wizard's Vault. And the other way is to hit H, go down to daily, and to do whatever dailies are available that are in your level range. The Halloween, for instance, which I'm going to do in just a minute. I'm going to exit, going to go back to town, going to grab a Black Lion chest, going to open the Black Lion chest, going to swap onto another character, going to do the Halloween stuff. So, let me sell the crap that's in my bags. I will sell these crafting mats that I happen to have that,
This can't be happening.
that I have the max already in my storage. My crafting mats storage. And these will go away when I delete the character. Sorry, it's bound to happen. All right, I need to grab a Black Lion chest. And I have a spiel for the Black Lion chests, and here it comes. Just one.
Operation successful.
So, the reason we do a key farm, once a week is the most you can do it. Completely optional. Nothing you have to do. So, I will open this up. I will get a Black Lion statuette, which is a currency that can be used to buy a bunch of cool cosmetics and stuff. One Evan Nashblade trick-or-treat bag. I will get 2 commons. Very good things in here, for me anyway, are the unlocks and the die packs, if I get lucky. We have a 10% chance of getting an additional uncommon or better. The current uncommon sets are the Faux Fire. These are purely cosmetic. Cool, blue, and glowy. The Witch Cauldron chair allows you to sit in front of the cauldron and enjoy green goo. The rares are not one of my favorite sets, I've got to say. I have this one already. It's the only one I liked. That is a focus that looks like the Paladin's Decree. And then there are the super rares down there, which I'll never get. I will click open. We'll get a Black Lion statuette, a Evan Nashblade trick-or-treat bag. We will get common here, a common here. What we're looking for is a 5th box to appear, and that would be an uncommon or better. That is a 10% chance. I am due. ArenaNet, come on. How about now? Nope.
Someday I will establish my promise.
I have more teleports to a friend than I can possibly need. Revive Orb. These were not particularly good ones. I kind of got stooped. This is the Evan Nashblade Trick-or-Treat, and some of the stuff in here is extraordinarily valuable. But I'm probably not going to get any of that. There's always something in this that's worth a gold, anywhere from half a gold to 5 gold. In this case, I got the gold and a half. I will put the rest of these directly deposited. All right, so we're going to now exit this character, and we're going to log on to our character that I have been doing the Halloween stuff on, because she's scary looking. And I'll be doing 3 things here for the daily. Well, I'll be doing 3 of the dailies. If you do 3 of the dailies, there's an additional reward for doing 3 dailies. And then an additional reward for doing the 3 dailies 5 times. And we're back. This is a daily thing I get from some of the items that are in my either my housing or the home instance. Okay, so we need first... Boing, boing. Let's drag those down here. So here are some of the things I have gotten. I've gotten a couple of unchained chests. These are items with toughness, vitality, condi, and expertise stats. All have cool skins. I also have an Unce's Necklace of the Cat. These are all level 80 stuff. This is a Celestial Statistics, which is, instead of a lot of 3 things, it's a little bit of everything.
Life is a trial. Coda the judge, and Coda the jury.
Alright, so we'll start with the jumping puzzle. There are 2 versions of the jumping puzzle. There's the moving one and the not moving one. I have never succeeded at the moving one. I'm bad.
Did you hear?
But I can do the non-moving one pretty straightforward. I would like to go to the clock tower. I would like to check the stopped clock tower. The non-stopped one is on a timer. There's this green goo that rises from the bottom, and you have to stay above the goo. This is the stopped clock. I'm not great at jumping puzzles with a time element, and this one is all about the time element. See that green goo? That rises during the timed JP. I missed. Also, you can't use your glider in the regular jumping puzzle. So this is Baby's version of the jumping puzzle. I'm not bad at jumping puzzles, generally speaking, but I am pretty bad at the timed ones. Anyone where time is a factor. I mean, generally, one of them is considered harder than the others. That's called the Crucible of Tears. I've completed the Crucible of Tears. Because there's no time element as part of it. Oh, look, where am I to go? Down there. Ow. I fell on my keys. Almost there. They fell just before finishing the stopped clock tower. Thank you. There's a chest we open for a wonderful prize. We get more stuff for that. Also, only in the stopped version, there is the mysterious crafts raven, where if you gather the appropriate materials, he will trade you a paper bag skin for your head. You can be angry. You can blush. You can be happy. Or you can be sad. Poor guy. Yeah, that's kind of jumping puzzles. That's what they are. All right, off to the raceway. Now, there are 2 of these races I can do the correct way and get gold medals on. And then there's the race that I can't do the correct way at all because I'm not very good with the beetle. So, we'll start with the Springer, the bunny mount. And you'll note, there is a rental. So if you don't have access to mounts, you can still do these races. You don't have to wait for a race. You can always do the time trial by talking to the time trial NPC. Click I'm going for speed, mount up, and there's the times you need to hit for the various rewards. And I'm off. And it's pretty straightforward. You just need to go through these. The glowy balls will refill your energy bar equivalent. I have friends who are currently involved in a duel to the death on the race course for the Beetle. I am a terrible Beetle racer, so I'm not even trying. Because I'm just bad. I'm bad at the Beetle. I am bad to the Beetle bone. Wait, that sounded dirty. And that's the time trial. You just need to go through the big golden globe. That was 53 seconds. Well under the 1 minute for the gold. My best time ever. 48 seconds. I've done it 5 seconds faster than that. We get some bags, and we get the rewards from the race. We get the bronze, silver, and gold medal rewards. Next up, we're going to do the Jackal race. Time trial. Talk to him. I'm going for speed. Mount up, and then press play. What did I hit? That's cheating. I was cheated. That wasn't my fault. I didn't hit that. That was a lie. I was cheated. I beg to differ. I was cheated. Just putting that out there that, yeah, I was wrong. That was 43 seconds again, well under the 1 minute. My best time ever is 40.3, so that was about 3 seconds slower than my best time ever. The last one I will skip because I'm so bad at it. I don't want my friends Jukebox and Engelbert Meow laughing at me as they are doing... Where's the race? There it is. The Beetle race. I can't do it in gold medal time. I'm terrible with the Beetle. Oh, fine. I'll try it. I'm so bad at drifting. It's embarrassing. I am... Things I do for you guys. Again, you can rent if you ain't got one. You'll note I'm not going very fast. And I got off. Got off the mount. I didn't, like, sexually get off. As far as you know. I hit the wrong button because I have fat fingers. See, I'm just not good at this. If you watch someone who's good at this, it's absurd. But I've just never been good at the drifting. Sorry. Maybe that's why I'm not good. I called it drafting instead of drifting. This mount has a drifting ability, and I've always been terrible at it. I am very good at running into things, though. I hope you enjoyed that. See there? That was me drifting and missing the thing I was aiming for. But I did drift. So, go me. And I went the wrong way. I'm just not good at this race. I was okay. I mean, I'm okay. I managed the other two races, right? I'm not completely inept. I'm just not very good at this race, okay? 131, not even a silver. That was really embarrassing. Normally I get the silver. So that was not well done. We'll open these up. And this will give us a bunch of bags. Now I could sell these bags. Someone was asking about money. I could sell those 59 bags for 1 gold, almost 2 gold. But instead, I'm going to go back to town. We need 50 of the candy corn to feed to Drubert. Oh, I didn't actually want to go here. Let's try that again, shall we? Back to Lion's Arch. So my plan for tomorrow is to start early, possibly as early as launch time, which is noon Eastern, 9 a.m. my time. I'm normally not up at 9 a.m. my time. So if you're wondering what's in these bags, you're going to get a lot of this. You'll probably get some of these. You might get some of these, and you're almost definitely not getting any of these. Because some of these are extraordinarily expensive. The Enchanted Music Box, for example. The Enchanted Music Box, 1,000 gold. So yeah, you probably won't be getting any of the super rares. I've got almost 60 bags. Let's open.
Mine.
Okay, so a lot of the few rare things I got, I already had a bunch of. We got Nightwing. That's actually pretty cool. We'll eat those. Well, not eat. And we will give Drubert his 50. I can spare 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And that gave us 3 personalized trick-or-treat bags. We hit enough of the dailies to get the Mad King's gift. This is a choosy box for a weapon, not a skin, a weapon with choosy stats. So you can choose any of the standard stat combos, Berserker, Celestial, any of those. And the skins aren't bad looking. They may not be to your aesthetic liking. There's the staff. You'll note it looks like a melty candle face. So they're sort of comical.
Trick or treat.
We can throw away the piles of bloodstone dust. We can throw away the rotten eggs. We can throw away the toilet paper. We can eat the candy corn cookie because that's just a little bit of 5,000 karma. We have the Mad King finisher. This is for PvP. Whatever your finisher is, when you finish an enemy player, you get the finishers. There are a wide variety of finishers, and some of them are amazing. I just don't PvP. We have 3 more personalized bags as rewards. Oops. Oh, they don't have a view all. Okay, then we'll just open them. We got, holy crap, we got another decent item out of that. So we got 2 actual usable items. We got Nightwing, which is a power precision Condi pistol, which looks like it is bat themed. So that's pretty nice. I have one already in my bank. And these sell, I'm going to guess, a couple gold? No, half a gold, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. And the other is Onus, which I do not have the skin for, Power Precision Condi. Oh, I like that. It's overkill, to be sure. That's soulbound on use. And that one is 5 gold. So I actually did extraordinarily well on that batch of bags. Normally, you won't get that kind of return on your bags. So that is the Mad King's event. There are a lot of different things to do, a lot of activities. I would suggest like either going to the wiki or Googling, Guild Wars 2 Mad King event. And I'm sure there are videos out there that go into detailing all of the available stuff.
Prices around.
Is there anything else? I think I'm going to call it here. So, I will be back tomorrow much earlier than the usual time. I'll probably take a break before dinner, and then I will also be on at the usual time. So, I will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more of the expansion, but I'll be on either like at the start at 9 a.m. Pacific or maybe within an hour of that, and I'll be streaming for a good chunk of the day. I'll be playing the new content. I'll be playing this character, Spongo Smallberries, my Dragon Hunter, my most played character. I have like 1,000 hours on this character. And I'll be going through the new content. Lastly, I want to recommend that whether it's me or not, tomorrow, do yourself a favor, log in. Thank you for hanging out. And thank you for asking the questions. I love talking about games that I love, and I do love this game. Do watch a streamer. Doesn't have to be me. Any streamer will do. Doesn't have to be an ArenaNet partner or anything. Anyone. And if you're not going to watch and listen, at least turn it on in your browser and mute it on the tab, as there are free goodies for I think like hour 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. And it's running for at least a week, I think, maybe longer. And get some free goodies. I'll be getting mine. I don't have the pirate chair. That one I know I don't have. Also, there's a novelty that allows you to summon a little mini sky scale. I'll be getting that too. So, I'm back tomorrow for, at long last, Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out tonight. As always, really appreciate it. Back tomorrow, multiple times most likely. Hopefully, you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Monday evening, early Tuesday morning, choose one, goes great. Hopefully, you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, and ciao for now. Back tomorrow in Cash Story. Bye, guys.